Welcome to my channel, Old Coin History. In today's video, we'll take a closer look at the fascinating story behind the one-dime coin. If you love learning about coins and their history, you're in the right place. So like, share, and subscribe, and let's get started. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed exploring the history of the dime. Don't forget to hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to Old Coin History for more exciting coin stories. See you in the next video. Welcome to my channel, Old Coin History. In today's video, we'll take a closer look at the fascinating story behind the one-dime coin. If you love learning about coins and their history, you're in the right place. So like, share, and subscribe, and let's get started. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed exploring the history of the dime. Don't forget to hit the like. Here's a long, detailed explanation about the 2018 United States one-dime, Roosevelt dime, that flows like a 10-minute paragraph. The 2018 United States of America one-dime, inscribed with the proud national mottos Liberty, In God We Trust, and E Pluribus Unum, is part of the long-running Roosevelt dime series, which has been in continuous production since 1946. This coin honors Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who guided the nation through both the Great Depression and most of World War II, leaving behind a legacy of resilience, social reform, and global leadership. The obverse, designed by Chief Engraver John R. Sinek, features Roosevelt's left-facing portrait. His profile, dignified and resolute, captures his strong character and enduring influence on American history. Along the left edge appears the bold word liberty, reminding citizens of the central principle of the Republic. To the left of his neck, in smaller letters, is the national motto In God We Trust, while the date 2018 is placed at the lower right, usually accompanied by a mint mark such as P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, or S for San Francisco, depending on where the coin was struck. Beneath Roosevelt's neckline, the initials JS recognize John R. Sinek, the designer who created this iconic image more than 70 years earlier. The reverse design of the 2018 dime is equally symbolic, with elements that highlight both peace and strength. At the center stands a torch, representing liberty and enlightenment, flanked on the left by an olive branch, symbolizing peace, and on the right by an oak branch, symbolizing strength and victory. Encircling these elements is the inscription, United States of America, at the top and E Pluribus Unum, across the middle, which translates to Out of Many, One, a motto expressing the unity of the diverse American people. At the bottom is the denomination one dime. The balance of these three central elements, torch, olive branch, and oak branch, reflects America's dual commitment to peace and strength under the guiding light of liberty. This reverse design has remained unchanged since 1946, giving the dime an iconic and consistent look that is recognized by generations of Americans. In terms of technical specifications, the 2018 Roosevelt dime is composed of a copper-nickel-clad alloy, with outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. The coin weighs 2.268 grams, has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters, a thickness of about 1.35 millimeters, and features a reeded edge with 118 tiny ridges. This reeded edge was historically a security feature, originally meant to prevent the illegal shaving of precious metals from the edges of coins when silver and gold were used, but today it remains part of tradition and design. The 2018 dimes struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints were produced for everyday circulation, while the San Francisco mint struck special proof versions and silver proof dimes for collectors, particularly as part of the U.S. Mint's annual proof and silver proof sets. The mintage of 2018 dimes was very high, with hundreds of millions produced across the mints, making it a common coin in circulation. Because of the huge production numbers, most 2018 dimes are worth only their face value of 10 cents unless they are in exceptional condition. However, collectors often seek out examples in uncirculated mint state grades or proof strikes, especially those with mirror-like surfaces or cameo contrast. Additionally, error coins from 2018, such as off-center strikes, doubled dies, or coins struck on the wrong planchets, can carry premium values among error specialists. As with many modern issues, while the vast majority of coins are common, pristine examples graded MS-67 or MS-68 by professional grading services can attract collector interest. The historical importance of the Roosevelt dime is tied to Roosevelt's association with the March of Dimes, a national campaign he inspired to fight polio, the disease that personally affected him. After his passing in April 1945, the decision to honor him on the dime was made quickly, and by 1946 the design entered circulation. Thus, every dime since has been a daily reminder of both Roosevelt's leadership and America's commitment to public health and humanitarian causes. The 2018 issue continues that legacy, showing how even a small coin can carry great meaning. Symbolically, the 2018 dime represents a blend of heritage and continuity. Its inscriptions connect the coin to timeless American ideals. Liberty as the foundation of democracy, In God We Trust as a reflection of national faith, and E Pluribus Unum as an enduring expression of unity. Its design connects the practical aspects of coinage with the cultural, historical, and moral values of the nation. For everyday Americans, the 2018 dime may seem like an ordinary pocket coin, but for collectors and historians, it is part of a remarkable story stretching from World War II leadership to modern-day America. In conclusion, the 2018 Roosevelt dime is far more than just 10 cents. It is a small yet powerful symbol of liberty, unity, and endurance. Struck in the millions to facilitate commerce, yet steeped in history and symbolism, this coin continues to carry forward the ideals of Franklin D. Roosevelt and the principles of the nation itself. Whether encountered in circulation, kept in uncirculated rolls, or preserved in proof sets, the 2018 dime is a continuation of a proud American coinage tradition, embodying the balance of peace, strength, and freedom that defines the United States. Would you like me to also create a YouTube video narration script version of this, simpler, more engaging, with a catchy intro and outro, so you can directly use it for your coin channel? Here's a full, detailed narration about the 2022 United States 1 dime, Roosevelt dime, written in a long, continuous style that could easily take 10 minutes to read through. The 2022 United States of America 1 dime, bearing the national inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and E Pluribus Unum, continues the proud tradition of the Roosevelt dime series, which has been an important part of American coinage since its first release in 1946. This coin honors Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who played a monumental role in guiding the nation through the Great Depression with his New Deal reforms and leading the Allied victory in World War II. The obverse of the 2022 dime features the left-facing portrait of Roosevelt, designed by Chief Engraver John R. Sinek, whose initials JS can be seen just below the neckline of the portrait. Along the left side of the coin is the bold word Liberty, a constant reminder of the central value upon which the nation was founded. To the left of Roosevelt's neck is the inscription, In God We Trust, the official national motto, signifying the spiritual faith and resilience of the American people. Beneath the bust appears the date 2022, and next to it, the small D mint mark identifies the coin as being struck at the Denver Mint, one of the primary U.S. mint facilities that supplies coins for everyday circulation. The reverse design of the 2022 Roosevelt dime retains the symbolic imagery that has been in place since the series began. At its center stands a detailed torch, representing liberty and enlightenment, flanked on the left by an olive branch, symbolizing peace, and on the right by an oak branch, symbolizing strength, endurance, and victory. This trio of elements, liberty, peace, and strength, creates a balanced and enduring emblem of American ideals. Encircling the design are the inscriptions United States of America across the top and E Pluribus Unum across the middle, translating to out of many one, a reminder of the unity of the diverse people of the United States. At the bottom of the reverse is the denomination 1 dime, clearly marking its value. The design, simple yet powerful, has remained unchanged since 1946, making the dime one of the most instantly recognizable coins in U.S. history. From a technical perspective, the 2022 Roosevelt dime is struck from a copper-nickel-clad alloy, with outer layers consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core. This clad composition has been the standard for dimes since 1965, after silver was removed from circulation coins. The coin weighs 2.268 grams, has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters, a thickness of about 1.35 millimeters, and features a reeded edge with 118 grooves. The reeded edge is a traditional feature dating back centuries, originally meant to deter clipping or shaving of precious metals, but today it remains both decorative and functional. The Denver Mint struck the majority of 2022 dimes for circulation, though Philadelphia, P, and San Francisco, S. Mints also produce their own versions, with the San Francisco Mint striking proof coins for collectors, including silver-proof dimes made of 90% silver and 10% copper. The mintage of the 2022 D dime was extremely high, with hundreds of millions produced, making it a very common coin in everyday commerce. As such, most examples carry only their face value of 10 cents in circulated grades. However, collectors still seek out pristine examples in mint state, MS, condition, especially those graded MS 67 or higher by professional grading services, as such high-grade modern dimes are surprisingly challenging to find without bag marks, scratches, or weak strikes. Proof versions from San Francisco and silver proofs carry additional collector appeal due to their special finishes, frosted designs, and mirror-like fields. Additionally, error coins such as off-center strikes, doubled dies, or dimes struck on wrong planchets can turn an ordinary 2022 dime into a collectible worth far more than its face value. The symbolic legacy of the Roosevelt dime continues to be deeply meaningful. Franklin Roosevelt was closely tied to the March of Dimes campaign, which was originally launched to combat polio, a disease that had personally affected him. After his death in 1945, it was decided that his image should be placed on the dime, forever linking his leadership and humanitarian legacy with America's ongoing commitment to public health and service. Thus, every dime minted since 1946 carries his portrait as a daily tribute to both his presidency and the nation's progress. The 2022 D issue, while just one installment in this long series, carries forward that tradition, reminding people that even the smallest coin in their pocket has a larger story to tell. In terms of cultural meaning, the 2022 D dime represents stability and continuity in American coinage. While larger denominations have seen design changes over the decades, the dime has retained the same design for more than 75 years, making it a familiar and trusted symbol for generations. Its inscriptions, Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and E Pluribus Unum, tie the coin to timeless national values of freedom, faith, and unity. At the same time, the coin connects the everyday economy, where dimes pass from hand to hand in millions of transactions daily, with the broader sweep of history and ideals. In conclusion, the 2022 D Roosevelt dime is both ordinary and extraordinary. Ordinary in that it is one of the most common coins in circulation, and extraordinary in that it represents the enduring spirit of the United States. It is a reminder of President Roosevelt's leadership, of America's strength and unity, and of the balance between peace and resilience symbolized by its reverse design. Whether encountered in change, preserved in pristine condition by a collector, or displayed in a proof set, the 2022 D dime embodies the powerful blend of history, symbolism, and tradition that defines U.S. coinage. Would you like me to also write you a short, simplified script version of this? Something you can directly read in your YouTube coin videos, so it sounds engaging and less formal? Here's a long, continuous explanation about the 2014 D United States 1 dime, Roosevelt dime, written in a way that could take about 10 minutes to read through. The 2014 D United States of America 1 dime, inscribed with the timeless mottos Liberty, In God We Trust, and E Pluribus Unum, is part of the long-standing Roosevelt dime series, which has been a fixture of American coinage since its first release in 1946. This dime continues to honor Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who is remembered for his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, as well as his enduring legacy tied to the March of Dimes Foundation, which helped fight polio. On the obverse of the 2014 D dime, Roosevelt's left-facing portrait is prominently displayed, a design originally created by Chief Engraver John R. Sinek. His initials, JS, can still be found at the base of the neck, a small but important tribute to the designer. The word Liberty appears boldly to the left, while the national motto, In God We Trust, is positioned to the left of Roosevelt's throat. The year of mintage, 2014, is found at the bottom, along with the small D mint mark, identifying that this particular dime was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the U.S. Mint's major coin-producing facilities. The obverse portrait reflects Roosevelt's dignified strength, ensuring that his contributions to American history are honored in everyday commerce. The reverse design of the 2014 D dime is equally symbolic, and it has remained unchanged since the introduction of the Roosevelt dime in 1946. At its center is a torch, representing liberty and enlightenment, flanked on the left by an olive branch, symbolizing peace, and on the right by an oak branch, symbolizing strength, endurance, and victory. These three elements together form a balanced message of the nation's identity: America's liberty, maintained with strength and pursued with peace. Surrounding this design are inscriptions that connect the coin to its national identity. United States of America at the top, e pluribus unum across the middle, and one dime at the bottom. This design is both simple and timeless, making the dime one of the most recognizable and symbolic coins in circulation. In terms of physical specifications, the 2014 D. Roosevelt dime is composed of a copper-nickel-clad alloy, with outer layers consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This composition has been used for all circulating dimes since 1965, when silver was removed from regular U.S. coinage. The coin weighs 2.268 grams, has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters, a thickness of about 1.35 millimeters, and features a reeded edge with 118 tiny ridges. The reeded edge, originally introduced in precious metal coinage to deter clipping and counterfeiting, remains a standard element for modern coins, giving the dime a distinct tactile and visual identity. The mintage of the 2014 D dime was very high, with hundreds of millions of pieces produced by the Denver Mint, ensuring that the coin is extremely common in circulation. For this reason, most examples found in pocket change are only worth their face value of 10 cents. However, collectors often seek out examples in pristine condition, especially those graded mint state 66 or higher by professional grading services, since dimes of such high quality can be difficult to find without scratches, bag marks, or dull luster. Additionally, special proof versions and silver proof dimes were struck at the San Francisco Mint in 2014 for collector sets, and these examples carry additional numismatic value due to their quality and composition. Error coins from 2014, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or wrong planchet strikes, also attract collector interest and can be worth significantly more than face value. Beyond its technical details, the 2014 D. Roosevelt dime carries deep symbolic and historical importance. The choice to honor Franklin Roosevelt on the dime was directly linked to his leadership in launching the March of Dimes campaign, which raised money to combat polio and later expanded to broader health causes. By placing Roosevelt on the dime, the U.S. Mint ensured that every American would carry a reminder of his legacy and humanitarian spirit in their pockets. Even in 2014, nearly 7 decades after the design was first introduced, the coin continued to serve as both a functional piece of currency and a small monument to Roosevelt's achievements. Culturally, the 2014 D dime illustrates the continuity of American coinage. While quarters, nickels, and dollars have seen multiple design changes in recent decades, the dime has remained unchanged in its design for over 75 years. This consistency has made it an enduring symbol of American values. Its inscriptions, Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and E Pluribus Unum, reaffirm the foundational principles of the nation, while its imagery of the torch, olive branch, and oak branch highlight the balance between peace, strength, and freedom. In conclusion, the 2014 D. Roosevelt dime is both ordinary and extraordinary. It is ordinary in the sense that it is one of the most common coins in circulation, encountered daily in transactions and commerce across the country. Yet it is extraordinary in its symbolism and history, carrying with it the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the fight against polio, and the enduring values of liberty, unity, and strength. Whether found in everyday change, preserved in pristine condition in a collection, or displayed as part of a proof or silver set, the 2014 D dime stands as a small but powerful piece of American history and culture. Do you want me to also prepare a simplified narration version of this? The kind of script that fits directly into a YouTube coin channel video with an easy-to-follow storytelling style?